I've been having some issues with trying to figure out how to make a full size creature prop. All right. That's been my goal since I started doing this kind of art, right? How do we do like those high quality creature props that you see from like distortions and other effects companies? Now, I did look into this. One way is to have like a giant 7 foot tall, like kind of table that you can like sculpt on like that, then you can tilt it back and then you do the molding. Issue with that is though is you only sculpt the front, right? So you're only getting the front. You don't have to sculpt the back because it's gonna be a flat back, which is great for shipping because it's the cost of shipping because it's lighter. But the mold is insanely huge and heavy, like hundreds of pounds, where you need like more than myself and a forklift and other tools to get that mold off, and then tons and tons of like latex. We're talking like big barrels of latex to pour it in, and then to suck it out and things like that. And I could build one of those, but then the issue comes is, well, I'm just doing this myself. What is a way or another way that I can approach this? And I think I found a way. The secret to my success, well, not success, but the secret to my idea lies in this box. Shall I show you? Can you guys guess what it is yet? A mannequin. I know, just bear with me for a second. The idea came to me when I was watching Face Off. It's a reality TV show about special effects makeup and how they do all the creature makeups and stuff like that. And I saw that most of them were using like this really high quality fiberglass mannequin to sculpt on. So I went on Amazon and I found a mannequin like this, where the arms, the legs, even the head, the torso, it's all detachable. So the idea is to sculpt everything separately. Instead of one on one giant slab, I'd be sculpting, on like the body, the torso right here, right? We'd sculpt the creature torso. If we need to make it bigger, we can add expanding foam and stuff like that to bulk it out, right? But this is also a great way because I can sculpt everything separately and make separate molds, so the molds aren't hundreds and hundreds of pounds. I mean, it's still gonna be heavy, don't get me wrong, but it'll be more manageable with me or another person instead of like a 600-pound mold. Right? And the use of latex will be a lot easier. Instead of having to buy giant barrels of it, I can just use what I have. So that's my solution. Is it going to work? I think it will work. I think it will work. I'm excited to try. Now, I'm not going to, this is not my next project, okay? Because I got to buy a lot more clay, try and come up with an idea of what I want to do. But I just wanted to share this with you guys. And I think it's really cool because I can sculpt the torso and then I can move on to the legs and then I can move on to the arms and then the hands and the head. And I'm kind of excited. I can't wait to start this. But let me show you what the next project I'm going to be working on is. I mentioned it in my last video. My next project. This was done in ZBrush as a concept, but it's like a pumpkin. It was a jack-o'-lantern, first of all, right? And it has spider sacs kind of growing out of it. Like this got infested by some spiders or pumpkin spiders. I'm still kind of trying to figure out the detail, but it's going to be pumpkin spiders growing out of this jack-o'-lantern. It's very symmetrical, but my idea is to have the sacs up here leaning off to one side for asymmetry, and probably play around with the face a little bit. But this is going to be my first Halloween prop, like my first, I guess, high quality prop. I mean, I did a bucket of eyeballs. I guess that is something, but I guess I'm trying to say like more character prop, right? This right here. It's going to be bigger than your average pumpkin because what I want to do, sculpt it out of clay, run it in latex and foam, so it's high quality and it's very durable and it'll last forever. But I also want to add in like one of those flame bulbs that you can get from Amazon or Home Depot, Rona, places like that. So it'll look like there's a flame inside of it, and we thin out behind the eyes enough and the nose, maybe even up in here, and it'll look like it's glowing, like there's an actual flame in there. So this is the next project we're going to be working on. I got the clay and everything ready for it, so we're just gonna have to jump in and get started. Also, I set him up. This thing is gonna scare the shit out of me when I walk into my room because I'm totally gonna forget about it. Let me show you what I got so far. So I'm using some plastic, it's almost like a plastic bowling ball from an old Halloween prop. Sam from Trick or Treat. This was his head. Roommate's dog destroyed it, but I'm repurposing it. And this, I mean, honestly, perfect armature because it's so circular. It's like a pumpkin. So I'm using wet clay here, WED. It's amazing clay to work with, and I'm just trying to build up around and figure out what this thing's going to look like. But I ended up tearing this face off because I wanted to make it bigger. I mean, the size was good, but it could always be bigger, like I say, right? Bigger the better. I just like working in bigger instead of smaller. The bigger it is, the more fun I have with it. So with this, just carving out the eyes, and then we're gonna skip over here, and you're gonna see this big old egg sack I put on top of it, like it's kind of bursting out. It's almost like a Tim Burton kind of vibe going on because it's like leaning to the right. So it's gonna look like it's bursting out with all these egg sacs. Carving out the mouth, this big old pumpkin mouth and eyes. Um, you're gonna see I added a little bit of pumpkin teeth here, but these aren't the real teeth. These are like the carved teeth. And inside, we're going to build up a mound here for the mouth. So this pumpkin's going to have some very, very sharp teeth. And of course, it's going to be a little bit stylized. He's smiling with these big old, smile dimples, whatever you call them. I forget what you call them. But smile dimples. And then we give him like a unibrow, like one big brow. It really makes it a little bit more sinister, I think. But that's all I got done with this guy. A lot more detailing to do, so stay tuned. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe. Hit that like button, and let me know your thoughts in the comments of what you think of this dude so far. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next spooky art video.